Welcome to Grandma's house. The time we spend together is one grandma's attempt to love and bless in Jesus' name. The kids you see are not actors, just real kids in a real neighborhood, like any other. They are the joy of my life, especially when I see the little seeds I plant begin to sprout. If you have an empty place in your heart, please stay. Spend a little time at Grandma's house. I'm so glad you came over today. This is Grandpa Stu. And we are learning, we hope, to ride this bicycle built for two. We've never done it before. No. Grandpa's not entirely sure about this thing, but we're going to give it a shot. And if we can learn to ride it, we're going over to see somebody when we're going to invite some kids to go with us. So come on, let's go. Put your foot on. Ready?
Here I go. Give me the front hand.
Give me the front hand.
Push me off.
Oh, I don't think this is going to work. What do you think?
No, no way.
Well, I tell you what, if you'll take this one back to the house, I think I'll get on my regular bike.
It's a deal.
It's a deal? All right.
We're still alive.
We're still alive. Okay. I think I'm going to head on over to Truman's barn. Come on, guys. Oh, so much better. Ha. Hey, Grandpa Truman! Come on out here. I got some people I want you to meet.
Well, me.
Come on out. Oh, what you guys been doing?
Well, I've been messing around with some of my old bicycles. And I'm glad these guys came out to see them.
Cool. Look at these bikes, guys.
Some of them are pretty rare.
Come on out. Look at that.
There's no tire.
No,
That's right.
Come on.
That has a special tire.
So tell us about them.
Okay, the tire for this one. Now, how old do you think that bicycle is?
50?
Huh?
100?
A little more than that.
Whoa.
80?
Oh, it's more
200?
than that. No, about 1880.
Oh.
That's older than you and me put together. Now, you asked about the tire, and it's laying right here.
Oh, let me get out of the way. Does it look like any tire you guys ever saw?
Looks like a piece of hose. But it goes around like this, and there's a wire went through it. And you tightened up the wire, and that was a bicycle tire in 1880 or 1890. That's before cars. You've seen those ones with the big high wheel and the little tiny wheel?
Yeah.
Well, it's about the same time that those were invented. Now
what about
this,
this?
in my hand, that's a bicycle wheel. But what's it made out of?
Yeah, look at it.
It's wood.
That's wood. And that's made out of either a piece of ash or oak. And the tire on that, and I can show you that. Over here on this bicycle, see that back tire? Okay, that went around here, but it didn't have an inner tube. And they glued that on.
Oh.
And then they blew up the tire. And then they hoped the glue held together.
So what would happen? Would it ever go flat?
Oh yeah, they had lots of problems with that.
Then they have to unglue it? to take it off?
Sometimes. Yeah.
Oh,
Probably heat
what
it
a
up or
pain.
melt it off with hot water. Now that bicycle over there with that tire, that was probably 1920.
What about the brakes?
Okay, the brake, that has one of the very first coaster brakes that were invented. Now this one by the door, I think that bike was around
closer to this one. We want to see it.
around 1900.
1900?
Yeah, you see this used to have a bell on it. And these handles were made of cork.
Cork.
Yeah,
Yeah, boy, not much left, is there? Hugh?
no, but it's still there.
Pretty cool bikes, huh?
Yeah.
I bet you haven't seen any like those. Now this bicycle, that's a new one.
New one, huh?
Yeah, that's only about 60 or 65 years old.
Phew. Still wet behind the ears.
Yeah, just almost brand new. But that one was made and sold by Montgomery Ward.
Out of the catalog?
I think so, yeah. And this was a very deluxe bicycle. And it probably cost $50. I don't know if you know what a carbide lamp is, but they didn't have electric lamps when this was made. And it was something like a coal miner's lamp. You've seen pictures of those? Well, that's what went on here. And it had a reflector on it, about like
cool.
that. Yeah. And you put this chemical in the bottom of it, and water dripped down through, and that formed a gas, and then you lit the gas. That's how car headlights used to be, too.
How come it has this on it?
This? Well, that was to make it ride smoother. You see this, when you hit a bump, then this spring would spring. And that was supposed to make it ride a little bit smoother. Like the front wheel of a car goes up and down when you hit a bump. Kind of the same idea.
Oh, I think these are really cool bikes. Wow, we sure had fun today. What'd you think about the bikes, boys? Aren't these cool?
Yeah.
Hey, Truman.
Yeah.
One more thing before we go.
Okay.
You've got a fantastic dog that does a special trick. Can you show these boys?
What an all-American tree climber does?
That's exactly right.
Okay.
Tree climbing dog.
Here, Jill. Go get in the tree for the boys. Get in the tree.
There she goes.
Go get in the tree.
Good girl. There's my tree climber.
Yay! I think I'll give you a head start.
Okay.
You think you can beat me back to Grandma's house?
Yeah.
Okay, just
Catch our dirt.
catch your dirt. Oh, what a challenge. All right, I'll give you a head start and I'll catch up later. They think they can beat me. They haven't got a chance. Hey, kids, I'm going to take out after them in a second, but you know what? Before I do, I want you to get a piece of paper and a pencil ready, and I want you to write down my address, because I love hearing from you. So, here it is. I'm out of here.
Hey kids, Grandma Neil would love to hear from you. She loves to get pictures, drawings, and anything else you may want to send her. She also answers each one of your letters, so get your pen ready and write down her address, okay? If you want to write her a letter, address it to Grandma's house, Post Office Box 220, West Frankfort, Illinois, 62896, USA. That's Grandma's house, P.O. Box 220, West Frankfort, Illinois, 62896, USA. Grandma also loves to get emails at grandma@3abn.org. That's grandma@3abn, that's the number 3 and the letters abn.org.
Here we are, just you and me together for our heart-to-heart time. This is the best part of the day for me. I hope you like these quiet minutes we have at the end of our visits as much as I do. I've been thinking about wheels all day. And more than just wheels, but related things like rings and circles. I like some circles better than others, and I'm sure you do too. I like bicycle tires and yo-yos and rings around the moon. I love circles of waves after you throw a pebble in a pond. I wonder what are your favorites? I'll let you in on a little secret. The circles I like best are the ones you can't actually see, but you can tell where they've been and where they are now, and you can even guess where it might go next. Have you ever heard the song about a boy who drew a small circle around himself? It was so small, there wasn't room for anyone else in his circle. He put up a wall all around his heart so nobody could hurt him. But then, no one could love him either. Since he wouldn't let anyone inside to love him, he just got lonelier and angrier, and he hurt all the more. But nearby, someone else was busy drawing circles too. When she realized she was lonely, she drew a big circle around herself and she invited God inside. They talked and laughed, and the girl learned that God is a very loyal friend. Well, this gave her courage to draw a bigger circle, big enough for more people. One day she looked up and she saw that her circle had grown so big that it bumped right up against the circle of the boy who was sad and angry. She really wanted to be friends and to help him, but he just glared at her over the top of his wall. She didn't know what to do, so God bent over and whispered something in her ear. When she heard the secret, she laughed to herself and she started drawing another circle. It was an even bigger circle. She drew it so big that the hurting boy was inside of it. It wasn't easy at first. It took some time before the boy took even part of his wall down. But he got curious, and pretty soon he had a whole big circle of friends. Then he started drawing really big circles around other lonely people. This is just what happened to me. I didn't realize God was in my circle at first, but one day when I really needed a friend, I noticed he was there. After a while, I felt better, and I drew a bigger circle, and then a bigger one. Now my circle has been drawn around you. Every time my circle gets bigger, I get happier. Everybody in my circle gets happier, and we all laugh with God as our group hug just gets bigger and bigger. We all get closer together, and we love each other more. And the best part is, God is right in the middle of our circle. In fact, I think I can see a happy tear in his eyes as he welcomes you home to his heart. He has wanted you for so long, and his circle is a very good place to be. I'm sorry I have to say goodbye now, but I'll have sweet dreams just knowing that God and I have drawn a beautiful circle that takes you in. Now it's your turn to draw a circle around God and someone else who needs a true friend. I can't wait for you to write and tell me who your new friend is, and all about how you drew a circle of love to take them in. Never forget how much God and I love you. You are very precious to us. Till the next time, bye.
Watching Grandma and Grandpa on that bike was funny. Everyone was silent, laughing. Oh man, that dog jumped so high up that tree. It was awesome. Grandpa's legs are way too short for that bike. I've never seen Grandpa look so scared before. They were funny. I wish you could have seen the whole thing.